Today, we are going to discuss how to be an influential leader. We will explore various strategies and qualities that contribute to influential leadership. Let's dive into the key elements that can help you inspire and motivate your team effectively. Welcome and hello. My name is Dr. Jawad Sebaali. In this presentation, we will explore the concept of influential leadership and its core characteristics. We will begin by defining what makes a leader influential, focusing on the essential traits that set them apart. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in leadership, as it allows leaders to connect with their teams on a deeper level. Effective communication skills are vital for influential leaders, enabling them to convey their ideas clearly and inspire others. Building trust and credibility is another key aspect, as it fosters a positive environment where team members feel valued and respected. We will also discuss the dynamics of power and influence, and how understanding these can enhance a leader's effectiveness. Motivating others involves recognizing both intrinsic and extrinsic factors that drive performance. Decision-making and problem-solving skills are essential for navigating challenges, while adaptability and resilience help leaders thrive in changing environments. Cultural competence and inclusive leadership are increasingly important in our diverse workplaces. Building and leveraging networks can amplify a leader's influence, and ethical leadership ensures that influence is exercised responsibly. Visionary leadership involves crafting and communicating a compelling vision for the future. We will touch on developing leadership presence, the importance of feedback and continuous improvement, and the role of mentoring and coaching in enhancing influence. Additionally, we will explore how technology can be leveraged to increase leadership influence. Measuring leadership influence is crucial for understanding impact, and we will discuss strategies for overcoming challenges to influence and sustaining it over time. Finally, we will summarize the key skills of influential leadership and discuss how to develop a personal leadership influence plan. We will also consider global perspectives on influential leadership and look ahead to the future of leadership influence. To support your learning, we will provide recommended reading and scholarly resources. Influential leadership is fundamentally about inspiring and guiding others through personal credibility and relationship building, rather than relying on positional authority. This approach is distinct from traditional leadership, which often emphasizes control and hierarchy. At its core, influential leadership is the ability to positively affect the thoughts, behaviors, and feelings of others without depending solely on formal authority. It highlights the importance of personal qualities such as trustworthiness, empathy, and effective communication. These qualities are essential for inspiring voluntary commitment from team members, rather than mere compliance. Influential leaders are adept at aligning their vision with both individual and organizational values, which fosters engagement in diverse settings. This contrasts sharply with traditional leadership models that focus on directive control and positional power. Instead, influential leadership prioritizes relational dynamics and ethical influence. The concept is grounded in social psychology and organizational behavior theories, which illustrate that influence arises from credibility, expertise, and emotional connections. In today's complex and matrixed organizational structures, where authority is often distributed, influential leadership is more critical than ever. It enables leaders to navigate change and uncertainty through influence rather than command, supporting adaptive leadership in a rapidly evolving environment. Influential leaders are characterized by a unique blend of emotional intelligence, effective communication, empathy, and integrity. These traits enable them to connect authentically with others, build trust, and inspire action across diverse teams and contexts. Starting with emotional intelligence, it encompasses the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both one's own emotions and those of others. Self-awareness is crucial here, as it allows leaders to identify how their feelings can impact their decisions and interactions. Additionally, self-regulation is important. It helps leaders remain composed under pressure, enabling them to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Empathy is another key component of emotional intelligence. It allows leaders to perceive and appreciate the perspectives and feelings of their team members, which fosters stronger relationships. Furthermore, social skills are essential for influential leaders, as they help navigate interpersonal dynamics and create collaborative environments. When we talk about effective communication, it is vital that messages are clear, concise, and tailored to the audience's needs and cultural context. Active listening plays a significant role here, as it demonstrates respect and ensures that leaders fully understand others' viewpoints before responding. Nonverbal communication, such as body language and tone, also reinforces messages and can either strengthen or weaken a leader's influence. Providing constructive feedback is another important aspect of communication, as it encourages growth and maintains open dialogue within teams. Transparent and honest messaging builds credibility and aligns team members toward common goals. Lastly, empathy allows leaders to genuinely connect with individuals, promoting trust and loyalty within teams. Understanding diverse cultural backgrounds and experiences enhances a leader's ability to relate inclusively and respectfully. Integrity is equally important. It involves consistency between words and actions, fostering trustworthiness and reliability. Leaders with integrity uphold ethical standards, even when faced with difficult decisions or pressure. Together, these qualities create a strong moral foundation that supports sustained influence and respect among team members. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in effective leadership. First, let's discuss self-awareness. This involves recognizing your own emotions and understanding how they impact your thoughts and behaviors. As a leader, being self-aware allows you to comprehend how your emotions affect your team and the overall environment. Next is self-regulation. This skill enables leaders to control their impulses and adapt to changing situations. It's about maintaining composure and responding thoughtfully, even when under pressure. Motivation is another key component. Emotionally intelligent leaders are driven by a sense of purpose and resilience. This motivation not only helps them persist through challenges but also inspires their teams to stay optimistic and engaged. Empathy is essential for leaders as well. It allows them to understand and appreciate the feelings and perspectives of others. This understanding fosters deeper connections and enhances communication across diverse groups. Social skills are also vital. They encompass the ability to manage relationships effectively, communicate clearly, and resolve conflicts constructively. These skills help build trust and cooperation within teams. When leaders develop emotional intelligence, they create an environment where individuals feel valued and understood. This increases team members' willingness to engage and follow their leaders. Moreover, emotional intelligence supports ethical leadership. It promotes awareness of how one's actions affect others and encourages responsible decision-making. Practically, leaders with high emotional intelligence practice active listening, show genuine concern for their team members, and respond adaptively to feedback. This enhances their influence across all levels of the organization. In summary, the components of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, emotional management, motivation, empathy, and social skills significantly strengthen a leader's ability to influence others, fostering trust, collaboration, and effective decision-making. Effective communication is a cornerstone of influential leadership. First, let's discuss active listening. Influential leaders prioritize truly understanding others. This means focusing fully on the speaker, avoiding interruptions, and reflecting back key points to confirm comprehension. This practice not only shows respect but also ensures that everyone feels heard. Next, we have clear messaging. Leaders must craft messages that are concise, purposeful, and tailored to their audience's needs. This is crucial for ensuring that complex ideas are communicated simply and effectively, making it easier for team members to grasp important concepts. Now, let's talk about nonverbal cues. Body language, facial expressions, eye contact, and tone of voice all play a significant role in reinforcing spoken words. These nonverbal signals help leaders convey confidence, openness, and empathy, which are vital for building rapport. Moving on to feedback techniques. Providing timely, specific, and balanced feedback is essential. It helps maintain motivation and encourages continuous improvement within teams, fostering a culture of growth and development. Now, let's explore some key communication strategies. Building trust is fundamental. Consistent and transparent communication fosters reliability and psychological safety, which are foundational to influence. Encouraging engagement is also important. Effective communicators invite participation and create an environment where team members feel valued and heard, which enhances collaboration. When it comes to resolving conflicts, skilled communication is key. It helps leaders address misunderstandings and disagreements constructively, preserving relationships and promoting a positive team dynamic. Finally, aligning vision and goals is crucial. Clear communication ensures that all members understand the leader's vision and how their roles contribute to shared objectives, creating a unified direction for the team. In summary, effective communication is essential for leaders to inspire, guide, and influence others. Mastery of active listening, clear messaging, nonverbal communication, and constructive feedback enables leaders to build trust and foster collaboration across diverse teams. Building trust and credibility is crucial for effective leadership. Trust is fundamentally about believing in a leader's reliability, integrity, and competence. When team members trust their leader, they are more motivated to follow and support their direction. Credibility, on the other hand, is something that is earned over time through consistent actions that align with the leader's declared values and promises. This alignment reinforces trust and helps to establish a strong foundation for leadership. Leaders can build trust by being honest and transparent. This means sharing information openly and admitting mistakes when they happen. It's also important to respect diverse perspectives and show genuine empathy, as this fosters an inclusive environment where trust can thrive. Delivering on commitments reliably is another key aspect that strengthens a leader's reputation and signals dependability to the team. Active listening and clear communication are essential as they reduce misunderstandings and demonstrate that the leader values team input. Maintaining confidentiality when necessary is crucial as it assures team members that sensitive information is handled responsibly. Additionally, accountability practices, where leaders hold themselves and others responsible for their actions, create a culture of fairness and trust. Consistency in behavior and decision-making is vital as it helps team members predict a leader's actions, which in turn reduces uncertainty and builds confidence. Encouraging collaboration and supporting team growth further reinforces a leader's commitment to collective success. Ultimately, trust and credibility lay the foundation for influential leadership. By consistently demonstrating integrity, transparency, and respect, leaders can build lasting relationships within diverse teams. Understanding power and influence dynamics is crucial for effective leadership. First, let's discuss positional power. This type of power is derived from a leader's official role or rank within the organization. It grants the authority to make decisions, allocate resources, and enforce rules. However, it's important to recognize that positional power alone may not be sufficient for inspiring true followership. Next, we have personal power, which stems from a leader's individual qualities. This includes expertise, charisma, and strong communication skills. Leaders who possess personal power can inspire respect and encourage voluntary followership among their team members. Relational power is another key aspect, developed through the strength of relationships a leader builds. This emphasizes trust, mutual respect, and collaboration across teams and networks. Each type of power contributes differently to a leader's influence, and effective leaders often leverage a combination of these powers to authentically motivate and guide others. Now, let's touch on ethical leadership. This involves using power transparently and fairly, avoiding manipulation or coercion, and respecting the dignity of all individuals. Balancing authority and influence is essential. Leaders should apply their formal power to support and empower their team members rather than dominate or intimidate them. Maintaining credibility is also critical. Misuse of power can erode trust and damage relationships, as well as the overall organizational culture. Additionally, cultural sensitivity plays a vital role, as perceptions of power and influence can vary across different regions and communities. Leaders must be adaptable in their approaches to effectively navigate these differences. Finally, sustainable influence relies on integrity, accountability, and ongoing relationship building. This fosters long-term trust and cooperation, which are essential for effective leadership. In summary, leadership power exists in multiple forms: positional, personal, and relational. Ethical leadership requires a careful balance of formal authority with respect and integrity to build trust and sustain influence over time. Motivation in leadership is a complex interplay of internal and external forces that drive individuals to take action and achieve their goals. Intrinsic motivation is particularly powerful as it stems from within the individual. It is fueled by personal satisfaction, a sense of purpose, or simply the enjoyment of the task at hand. On the other hand, extrinsic motivation relies on external rewards such as bonuses, recognition, or promotions to encourage performance. One important framework to consider is self-determination theory, which emphasizes three key elements: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. These factors are essential for fostering intrinsic motivation. Additionally, Herzberg's two-factor theory distinguishes between hygiene factors, which prevent dissatisfaction, and motivators that actively encourage engagement and productivity. It's important to note that while intrinsic motivation often leads to longer-term commitment and enhanced creativity, extrinsic rewards can provide immediate incentives that drive performance. Therefore, finding a balance between the two is crucial. Leaders should strive to create an environment where employees feel both valued and fairly rewarded. To enhance intrinsic motivation, leaders can offer meaningful work, opportunities for growth, and foster a culture of trust. However, it's vital that extrinsic rewards are designed to encourage desired behaviors without undermining intrinsic interest. We must also recognize that individual differences play a significant role. Some people may respond more strongly to intrinsic motivators, while others may be more influenced by extrinsic factors. Effective communication is key in this regard, as it helps leaders identify personal motivators and tailor their approaches accordingly. Lastly, it's important to remember that sustained motivation requires ongoing attention, as individual needs and contexts can change over time. Understanding and balancing intrinsic and extrinsic motivation is essential for effective leadership and for engaging and inspiring teams in a sustainable manner. Influential leaders are distinguished by their ability to excel in decision-making and problem-solving. They achieve this by applying structured critical thinking, fostering collaboration, and adhering to ethical principles. These essential skills empower them to navigate complex challenges effectively and achieve sustainable outcomes. Let's break down the decision-making and problem-solving process into 4 key steps. Step 1. Critical thinking and information gathering *. Begin by clearly identifying the problem or decision at hand. It's crucial to have a precise understanding of its scope and impact. Next, collect relevant data from multiple sources to gain a comprehensive view, ensuring that the information is accurate and reliable. Step 2. Collaborative exploration and idea generation *. Engage team members and stakeholders to contribute diverse insights and expertise. This fosters an inclusive environment. Facilitate open discussions to explore multiple potential solutions, encouraging creativity and constructive debate. Utilize collaborative tools and techniques, such as brainstorming sessions or SWOT analysis, to organize ideas effectively. Step 3. Ethical evaluation and decision-making *. Analyze the information objectively, questioning assumptions and exploring different perspectives to avoid cognitive biases. Assess each solution against ethical standards, considering fairness, transparency, and respect for all affected parties. Evaluate potential risks and benefits, including both short-term and long-term consequences for the organization and individuals. Step 4. Implementation and reflective problem-solving *. Make a decision guided by organizational values and ethical principles, ensuring accountability and integrity. Develop a clear action plan that outlines responsibilities, timelines, and resources needed for effective implementation. Monitor progress regularly, remaining open to feedback and ready to adjust plans as new challenges or information arise. Finally, reflect on the outcomes to identify lessons learned and improve future decision-making and problem-solving practices. The key activities and deliverables throughout this process include a well-defined problem statement, comprehensive data collection and validation, an initial analysis report, an ethical impact assessment, and a risk-benefit analysis. Additionally, document the final decision with its rationale, list diverse solution options, and gather documented team input and perspectives. Organize idea frameworks, create a detailed implementation plan, and ensure ongoing monitoring reports are in place, culminating in a post-implementation review to capture lessons learned. By mastering these leadership skills, you can enhance your effectiveness in decision-making and problem-solving. Adaptability and resilience are crucial leadership skills, especially in times of change and adversity. Leaders who cultivate these qualities can maintain their influence and effectively navigate uncertainty. Adaptability enables leaders to respond to new challenges and shifting priorities without losing sight of their goals. This flexibility is vital in today's fast-paced environment. On the other hand, resilience allows leaders to bounce back from setbacks, maintain emotional stability, and inspire confidence in their teams. When leaders demonstrate both adaptability and resilience, they create a culture of innovation and openness. This culture not only supports continuous improvement but also encourages positive change within the organization. Resilient leaders foster psychological safety, which is essential for team members to feel comfortable engaging and contributing, even during tough times. To develop these essential qualities, leaders should practice self-awareness to understand their personal responses to stress and change. This awareness can help them manage their emotions constructively. Continuous learning is also important. By expanding their skills and knowledge, leaders can face evolving challenges with greater confidence. Building strong support networks both within and outside the organization is another key strategy. These networks provide valuable perspectives and encouragement during difficult periods. Adopting a growth mindset is equally important, as it allows leaders to view challenges as opportunities for development rather than threats. Finally, implementing reflective practices, such as journaling or feedback sessions, can help leaders evaluate their responses and improve their adaptability and resilience for the future. Cultural competence and inclusive leadership are essential for fostering a diverse and effective team environment. Inclusion is at the heart of cultural competence, which means understanding, respecting, and valuing the different cultural backgrounds and perspectives that each team member brings. Leaders who are culturally aware can communicate more effectively and build trust among diverse groups, enhancing their overall influence within the organization. Inclusive leadership practices are crucial as they promote fairness and equity. This ensures that every team member feels valued and heard, regardless of their cultural or ethnic background. By recognizing the various cultural differences in communication styles, decision-making processes, and conflict resolution approaches, leaders can tailor their strategies to meet the unique needs of all team members. Moreover, inclusive leaders actively seek out diverse viewpoints. They encourage collaboration and innovation by creating a psychologically safe environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas. This approach not only strengthens team cohesion but also reduces misunderstandings and fosters mutual respect, ultimately leading to improved morale and productivity. Cultural competence is particularly important for leaders operating in global and multicultural contexts, as it broadens their impact and effectiveness. Developing this competence requires ongoing learning, self-reflection, and a willingness to receive feedback regarding one's own biases and assumptions. In summary, culturally aware and inclusive leadership significantly enhances team cohesion and effectiveness by respecting diverse perspectives and fostering an environment of mutual understanding and respect. To effectively identify key individuals and groups that align with your professional goals and values, it's essential to approach networking with authenticity. This means focusing on building trust and fostering reciprocal relationships rather than viewing interactions as mere transactions. Engaging in active listening is crucial. It allows you to demonstrate genuine interest in others' perspectives and needs. By doing so, you can utilize your network to access diverse viewpoints, expertise, and resources that can significantly support your decision-making and leadership objectives. Facilitating introductions and collaborations within your network can create synergies and expand your collective influence. It's important to regularly evaluate the strength and relevance of your network to adapt your strategies and ensure they continue to align with your goals. Maintaining regular communication is key. This can be achieved through personalized messages, meetings, or social interactions, all of which help reinforce your connections. Additionally, offering support, sharing knowledge, and providing value proactively will strengthen trust and mutual respect within your network. Be mindful of cultural differences and communication preferences to foster inclusivity and avoid misunderstandings. As you think about your networking strategy, consider creating a list of target contacts, defining your networking goals and priorities, and planning your initial outreach messages or meeting strategies. A network map and analysis can help visualize your connections, while collaboration initiatives can lead to fruitful partnerships. Regularly evaluate your network with periodic reports, maintain a communication schedule, and develop a resource sharing plan. Implementing a relationship tracking system can also help you cultivate and nurture these important connections. Remember, influential leaders intentionally build and maintain their professional networks to broaden their reach and enhance their impact. Effective networking is about strategic relationship building, authentic engagement, and ongoing management of connections to create mutually beneficial opportunities. Ethical leadership is crucial in today's organizational landscape. Influential leaders must prioritize honesty and transparency, ensuring that their actions are in line with both the values of the organization and the expectations of society. A commitment to fairness is essential. This means treating every individual with respect, regardless of their background or position within the organization. Accountability is another key principle. Leaders must take responsibility for their decisions and be prepared to address any mistakes openly. We can look to various ethical frameworks to guide our understanding of ethical leadership. For instance, deontological ethics emphasizes the importance of duties and rules, encouraging leaders to act based on moral principles rather than solely focusing on outcomes. On the other hand, virtue ethics highlights the character and integrity of the leader, identifying traits such as courage, humility, and compassion as vital for ethical influence. Utilitarianism also plays a role, urging leaders to consider the greatest good for the greatest number, which requires balancing organizational objectives with the well-being of stakeholders. Creating an environment where open dialogue is encouraged is essential for ethical leadership. Leaders should foster a culture where ethical concerns can be raised without fear of retaliation. Additionally, respecting confidentiality and privacy is critical, especially in diverse and multicultural contexts where sensitivity to personal information can vary significantly. Influential leaders must also resist the misuse of power. Instead of resorting to manipulation or coercion, they should inspire others through genuine conviction and lead by example. Continuous self-reflection and ongoing ethical education are vital for leaders to maintain their moral compass in complex and ever-changing situations. Ultimately, ethical leadership is foundational for sustaining influence. Leaders who act with integrity and respect build trust and foster long-term commitment from their teams and stakeholders. Visionary leadership is crucial for shaping and sharing a clear, compelling vision that aligns with our organization's goals. Influential leaders not only create this vision but also communicate it effectively to motivate others. A well-crafted vision provides purpose and direction, encouraging commitment and coordinated action toward shared objectives. To begin developing a compelling vision, leaders must have a deep understanding of the organization's core values, mission, and long-term objectives. This understanding allows them to analyze both internal and external environments, identifying opportunities and challenges that will shape the vision. It's important that the vision is aspirational yet realistic. It should inspire stakeholders to strive for meaningful progress without feeling unattainable. Including input from diverse team members and stakeholders enhances the vision's relevance and fosters a sense of collective ownership. When we talk about vision development, we emphasize clarity in purpose and direction. This creates a mental image of a desired future that aligns with our organizational goals. Once the vision is established, clear and consistent communication becomes essential. We need to ensure that everyone understands the vision and their role within it. Leaders can use storytelling techniques to make the vision relatable and memorable, connecting it to individual and team aspirations. Nonverbal communication, such as confident body language and eye contact, also plays a significant role in reinforcing the leader's commitment to the vision. Regularly revisiting the vision through meetings, updates, and informal interactions helps maintain focus and motivation. Leaders should encourage feedback and dialogue, allowing others to express their views and deepen their connection to the vision. In summary, crafting and communicating a compelling vision is a vital aspect of visionary leadership that inspires action and drives the organization forward. Leadership presence is a crucial aspect of effective leadership that goes beyond mere appearance. It encompasses how a leader carries themselves, interacts with others, and communicates their vision and values. At the core of leadership presence is confidence. This foundational element reflects a leader's self-assurance in their decisions and abilities, which in turn inspires trust and respect among team members and stakeholders. Authenticity is another key component. Being genuine and transparent allows leaders to build deeper connections with others. When leaders demonstrate integrity and maintain consistency between their words and actions, they foster trust and loyalty within their teams. Poise is equally important, as it refers to a leader's ability to maintain composure and grace under pressure. By staying calm and in control during challenging situations, leaders reassure others and enhance their credibility. When confidence, authenticity, and poise come together, they create a compelling leadership presence that commands attention and fosters influence across various organizational settings. Moreover, leadership presence significantly supports effective communication. It enables leaders to engage their listeners, convey conviction, and motivate action through both verbal and nonverbal cues. In summary, the key elements of leadership presence, confidence, authenticity, and poise, combine to create a strong, positive impression that enhances a leader's ability to influence others effectively. Feedback is a crucial component of effective leadership. It allows leaders to gain insights into how their actions and decisions impact their teams and the overall organization. By fostering a culture of openness and continuous learning, constructive feedback enables leaders to proactively adjust their behaviors. Receiving feedback is not just about correction. It builds humility and self-awareness, which are essential traits for authentic and influential leadership. Regular feedback also strengthens relationships by establishing trust and promoting clear communication between leaders and their teams. It's important to remember that feedback should also recognize strengths and encourage positive behaviors. When delivering feedback, clarity and specificity are key. Focus on observable behaviors rather than personal attributes to minimize defensiveness. One effective method is the SBI approach, where you describe the situation, the observed behavior, and the impact it had. This makes the feedback clear and actionable. Encouraging a two-way dialogue during feedback sessions is vital. This allows the receiver to share their perspective and engage in problem solving, which can lead to more productive outcomes. Additionally, practicing regular self-reflection is important. Set aside time to objectively review your decisions, leadership style, and interactions with your team. Keeping a leadership journal can be a valuable tool. It helps track feedback received and personal insights, allowing you to identify patterns and areas for growth. Overall, giving and receiving feedback is essential for leadership growth. Constructive feedback fosters trust and development, while self-reflection helps leaders pinpoint areas for improvement and enhance their influence over time. Influential leaders understand the importance of mentoring and coaching as key strategies for developing talent within their teams. By actively engaging in these practices, they not only empower individuals but also cultivate essential leadership capabilities that extend their influence beyond formal authority. Mentoring is a process where a more experienced leader provides guidance and support to help less experienced individuals grow both professionally and personally. This relationship fosters trust and demonstrates a commitment to the growth of others, which in turn strengthens relationships and loyalty within the team. On the other hand, coaching is about facilitating an individual's own problem-solving and development. This is achieved through powerful questioning, constructive feedback, and encouraging self-reflection. By coaching their team members, leaders promote autonomy and confidence, enabling individuals to take initiative and make decisions that align with organizational goals. Both mentoring and coaching are vital for identifying and developing future leaders, ensuring that there is a pipeline of talent ready to take on greater responsibilities. Additionally, these processes encourage continuous learning and adaptability, which are critical for maintaining influence in today's dynamic work environments. In summary, mentoring and coaching are essential tools that enhance leadership influence and contribute to a thriving organizational culture. In today's digital age, leveraging technology is essential for leaders to enhance their influence. Digital tools and platforms provide practical means to improve communication, build professional networks, and increase team engagement. When utilized thoughtfully, these technologies can significantly expand a leader's reach and effectiveness, especially in diverse and distributed teams. For instance, digital communication platforms like video conferencing and instant messaging allow leaders to maintain consistent, clear, and timely interactions with their teams, regardless of their physical locations. This is crucial for fostering real-time feedback and collaborative dialogue, which are vital for maintaining trust and transparency in leadership. Moreover, leaders can take advantage of analytics features in these communication tools to gauge engagement levels and adjust their messaging strategies accordingly. While nonverbal cues can be partially conveyed through video calls, it's important to remember that written communication, such as emails and messages, requires careful attention to clarity and tone to prevent misunderstandings. Additionally, social media and professional networking platforms enable leaders to build and sustain relationships beyond their immediate teams, thereby expanding their influence both within and outside their organizations. Online forums and discussion groups serve as valuable spaces for leaders to share knowledge, gather diverse perspectives, and foster innovation. Leaders can also organize virtual events, workshops, and training sessions using digital tools, effectively engaging employees and stakeholders. By leveraging data from engagement platforms, leaders can identify influencers within their teams and recognize contributions, which can significantly boost morale and motivation. Finally, technology facilitates continuous learning and development opportunities, allowing leaders to stay current in their fields and demonstrate a commitment to growth. Embracing these digital tools is not just about keeping up with trends. It's about enhancing leadership effectiveness in a rapidly evolving work environment. To measure leadership influence effectively, we utilize both quantitative and qualitative metrics. Our 360-degree feedback process has shown a significant 20% improvement in leadership influence following development programs. This highlights the importance of assessing leadership influence through a combination of qualitative feedback and quantitative data, which provides a comprehensive view of a leader's impact and areas for growth. The 360-degree feedback mechanism gathers insights from peers, subordinates, and supervisors, offering valuable qualitative perspectives on leadership influence. Additionally, employee engagement surveys serve as key quantitative indicators, measuring team motivation and commitment. We also look at performance metrics such as goal achievement, productivity, and retention, which quantitatively reflect a leader's effectiveness. Regular one-on-one feedback sessions are crucial as they foster open dialogue, allowing leaders to adjust their behaviors to enhance their influence. By combining qualitative feedback with quantitative data, we ensure that our evaluations are balanced and actionable, supporting continuous development in leadership influence. To effectively influence others, leaders must first recognize and address the common challenges they face. These challenges include resistance to influence, communication barriers, and cultural differences. Resistance often arises from team members' fears of change, uncertainty, or a perceived loss of control. As leaders, it's crucial to acknowledge these concerns openly. By creating a safe environment for dialogue, we can help reduce apprehension. Building rapport and demonstrating empathy are key strategies to lower resistance, as they validate the perspectives of others. Additionally, involving team members in decision-making processes fosters a sense of ownership, which can significantly reduce pushback against proposed changes. Communication barriers can also hinder our ability to influence. Miscommunication may arise from unclear messaging, differing communication styles, or even language differences. To combat this, leaders should practice active listening to fully understand the viewpoints of others and respond appropriately. Simplifying complex ideas and avoiding jargon can enhance clarity, ensuring that our messages are accessible to everyone. Establishing regular feedback loops is essential to verify understanding and adjust our communication approaches as needed. Cultural diversity presents another layer of complexity and influence. Variations in values, behaviors, and expectations can affect how we connect with others. Leaders should strive to develop cultural competence by learning about and respecting different cultural norms. Promoting inclusive practices is vital for encouraging participation and building trust across diverse groups. Finally, adapting our leadership styles to accommodate cultural preferences can strengthen our connections and overall effectiveness as leaders. To sustain influence as a leader over time, it is crucial to engage in continuous learning and self-improvement. This means staying informed about new leadership practices, industry changes, and emerging challenges that may arise. Nurturing strong relationships with colleagues, team members, and stakeholders is equally important. These relationships foster trust and loyalty, which are essential for reinforcing a leader's influence. Adaptability is another key component. Leaders must embrace change and respond constructively to setbacks to remain relevant and effective in dynamic environments. Additionally, consistently seeking and incorporating feedback from diverse sources allows leaders to refine their approach and address any blind spots they may have. Engaging in reflective practices is vital as it enables leaders to assess their influence, celebrate their successes, and identify areas for growth. Finally, sustaining influence involves mentoring and empowering others. By building a supportive leadership network that shares common goals and values, leaders can maintain and grow their influence over time. This slide provides a comprehensive overview of the key skills and attributes that are essential for becoming an influential leader. First, we highlight the importance of emotional intelligence, which includes self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and social skills. These elements are crucial for connecting with team members and managing emotions effectively. By understanding the perspectives of others, leaders can foster trust within their teams. Next, we discuss the role of critical thinking and ethical judgment in decision-making. These skills enable leaders to make informed and fair choices, while collaboration enhances problem-solving capabilities. Adaptability and resilience are also vital, as they allow leaders to navigate changes and setbacks without losing their influence. Effective communication is another cornerstone of influential leadership. Active listening and transparent messaging help build strong relationships and credibility. Additionally, nonverbal communication, such as body language, plays a significant role in reinforcing verbal messages. Consistent and honest interactions are key to cultivating trust, which is the foundation of lasting influence. Finally, we touch on the importance of cultural competence and vision. Awareness and respect for cultural differences strengthen inclusive leadership practices. A clear and compelling vision not only aligns team efforts but also motivates collective action. By leveraging diverse perspectives, leaders can promote innovation and ensure sustained organizational success. Creating a personal leadership influence plan is essential for leaders who want to intentionally enhance their ability to positively impact others. This process begins with setting clear goals and identifying the key skills that need development. First, it's important to define what effective influence means to you in your specific leadership context. Establish measurable and achievable objectives that relate to the impact you wish to have on your team, peers, or the organization as a whole. Consider both short-term and long-term goals to provide direction for your development journey. Next, outline the specific actions required to build these skills. This could include seeking training, finding a mentor, or gaining practical leadership experience. Identify the resources available to you, such as courses, books, coaching, or peer support networks, and schedule timelines and milestones to keep your development on track. Assess your current strengths and areas for improvement, focusing on skills like communication, emotional intelligence, and decision-making. Prioritize the skills that will have the most significant impact on your leadership effectiveness. Regularly review your progress against your goals and action plan. It's crucial to seek constructive feedback from colleagues, mentors, and team members to gain valuable insights. Be prepared to adjust your plan based on this feedback and any evolving leadership challenges you may face. Your deliverables should include a documented list of clear, specific, and measurable leadership influence goals that align with your organization's values. Additionally, create a detailed action plan that includes timelines, resources, and milestones for skill development, as well as a prioritized skill development plan that highlights the key competencies to focus on. Finally, engage in regular self-reflection to evaluate the effectiveness of your strategies and identify any challenges. Adapt your influence plan as necessary to respond to changing circumstances, organizational needs, and your personal growth. Commit to lifelong learning as a leader to sustain and expand your influence, and maintain a reflective journal or report to capture lessons learned and adaptations made over time. When we talk about influential leadership on a global scale, it's important to recognize that leadership styles can differ greatly across cultures. This variation stems from differing values, communication norms, and expectations regarding authority and decision-making. In collectivist cultures, for instance, leaders tend to prioritize group harmony, consensus, and relational influence. In contrast, individualist cultures often value directness and personal achievement. This distinction is crucial for understanding how to lead effectively in different cultural contexts. Another key concept is power distance, which refers to the degree of inequality that is accepted within a society. In high power distance cultures, hierarchical leadership is more readily accepted, which can shape how leaders are perceived and how they exercise their authority. Cultural dimensions, such as uncertainty avoidance, also play a significant role in leadership. They influence how leaders approach risk and change, which is particularly important during uncertain situations. To be effective on a global stage, leaders must demonstrate cultural intelligence. This means being aware of cultural differences, being open to learning, and adapting their behavior accordingly. Adaptability is essential. Leaders need to modify their communication styles, motivational approaches, and conflict resolution techniques to connect with diverse teams. Inclusive leadership that respects and leverages cultural diversity can significantly enhance team cohesion and trust, ultimately strengthening a leader's influence. Moreover, understanding regional cultural nuances is vital. It helps prevent miscommunication and builds credibility, which is essential for maintaining influence in multinational environments. In summary, effective leadership in a global context requires a deep understanding of cultural differences and the ability to adapt leadership styles accordingly. Leaders who cultivate cultural sensitivity and flexibility will find that they can enhance their influence across a variety of environments. As we look to the future of leadership influence, it's clear that adaptability will be key. Leaders will need to embrace technological advancements and social changes while fostering organizational agility to stay effective and relevant in a rapidly evolving landscape. Sustainability and ethics will also play a significant role in shaping leadership priorities. Influential leaders will be those who drive their organization's commitment to sustainable practices and uphold ethical standards. Emotional and social intelligence will become essential for future leaders. They will need to develop a deeper understanding of human dynamics to foster authentic connections in increasingly diverse workplaces. With the rise of remote and hybrid work environments, leaders must acquire new skills in virtual communication, trust building, and maintaining team cohesion, even when team members are physically apart. Inclusive leadership will be paramount, as cultural diversity and inclusivity take center stage. Leaders will be expected to demonstrate cultural competence and adapt their leadership styles to fit both global and local contexts. Finally, the integration of artificial intelligence and data-driven decision-making will be crucial. Leaders will increasingly rely on AI and advanced analytics to make informed decisions, predict trends, and tailor their influence strategies to engage diverse teams effectively. As we move towards 2025 and beyond, these trends will shape the landscape of leadership and influence. This slide presents a selection of essential books and scholarly resources that delve into the various aspects of influential leadership. Each resource offers a distinct viewpoint on leadership theories, practical strategies, and ethical considerations, all of which are vital for your ongoing professional development in leadership influence. We begin with foundational leadership theory, which includes seminal works that establish the groundwork for understanding leadership principles. These theoretical frameworks are crucial for grasping the dynamics of leadership. Next, we address ethical leadership and influence. This area emphasizes the moral responsibilities of leaders and the ethical frameworks that guide their influence. It's important to maintain integrity and trust in leadership roles, which is a key takeaway from this section. Emotional intelligence in leadership is another critical focus. This topic highlights how emotional intelligence can enhance leadership effectiveness and influence. Key components such as self-awareness, empathy, and social skills are essential for successful leadership. We also examine communication strategies for leaders. Effective communication methods are vital for influencing teams and stakeholders. This includes skills like active listening, providing feedback, and understanding nonverbal cues. The recommended readings include notable books such as Leadership, Theory and Practice by Peter G. Northouse, Ethical Leadership by Joanne B. Chula, Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, and Crucial Conversations, Tools for Talking When Stakes Are High by Carrie Patterson and colleagues. Additionally, we explore cultural competence in leadership, which underscores the importance of cultural sensitivity and inclusiveness in diverse leadership settings. This is essential for building cohesive teams in multicultural environments, with The Culture Map by Aaron Meyer being a key resource. Lastly, I encourage you to regularly consult scholarly journals and articles for the latest research and trends in leadership influence. Recommended sources include the Journal of Leadership and Organizational Studies and Leadership Quarterly, and accessing academic databases like JSTOR, EBSCOhost, and Google Scholar will further enhance your understanding.